Rodney, let me introduce myself. I work. My name is Milos. I work as a dietitian at the clinic. And this morning, I received a call from your doctor, and he told me that he would like us to talk today about your latest blood results. Now, I don't really know too much more than that, what he told me. And if that's fine with you, why don't we start by you briefing me a little bit about what's going on, and then maybe we can proceed from there, if that's fine with you.
Okay, what he told me, he said my A1C was 7.1, reading off the thing, and that besides changing my diet, well, I needed to change my diet because my extra weight was contributing to the issue. And he wanted me to, not eat so much sugar, not eat so many carbs, blah, 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 exercise, the regular stuff they tell you. Basically, he said my blood sugar was pre-diabetic level. That's the word he used. I'm not a diabetic. Diabetic, pre-diabetic. So that's what he told me, that in his mind, I should do something about
it. So basically, you got your blood results, and those blood results are now showing that you are kind of pre-diabetic as per doctor.
On the border, yeah.
Yeah, on the borderline, exactly. And he would like that you actually start taking care of your diet and lose some weight, if I understood correctly.
Yeah, that's right.
So Rodney, what are your thoughts? I would like to know. I'm wondering, like, what are your thoughts about his concerns, about his recommendations? What do you think about that?
I'll be honest with you. I'm wondering if he did that just to sort of scare me, like it's a scare tactic. Oh, this is going to hurt you if you don't do what I say. And that's my honest feeling about it. I'm not sure. Like I said, he's a doctor. He's doing his thing, but I'm not sure that big changes are needed right now.
You don't feel that the situation is actually that serious.
Yeah,
but he's doing that to scare you off, so you kind of start doing something in regards to your health.
Yeah, that's why they call it pre-diabetic. That means not right there yet. And but yeah, so he wants me to just go along with the program, but I love my food.
Yes. It's not the last thing you want to do now at your life is actually take care of your food and go on some weight loss diet.
Well, it's not the last thing, but it's right close. It's close.
Close. Yeah. So what do you think, Rodney, about those blood results in general? Like, apart from, let's say, forget about what the doctor is saying, what are your thoughts about what is going on there?
Well, the thing is, my thoughts are, I'm not sure what all of the, what the hubbub is all about. I'm, like I said, he diagnosed me as being pre-diabetic. He diagnosed, that's what the blood test said. And like I said, pre-diabetic means I don't have diabetes. But I think, so my concern is that I will be asked to make radical changes in my diet that are unnecessary. If the next blood test comes back a little more, maybe I'll consider it. But that's in 6 months. So
I understand. You don't think that's urgent at the moment, although there is some indication that something is going on there, according to these blood results.
Yeah, and like I said, if you ask me what my health issue was, I wouldn't say it was that. I would say the weight, the extra weight I put on. But they're related according to the doctor, and according to you, I'm sure you're familiar with that too.
Yeah. So the extra weight is something that is bothering, that you think that is a culprit of the whole thing. Tell me more about that.
Well, back in COVID, I don't think I'm alone in this, but a lot of people, I'm not married, and I spent a lot of time in my apartment by myself. I was working from home because I have a job that I could do that. I was lucky, and it was nothing much to do except Netflix and eating. So I spent a lot of time on Netflix, and spent a lot of time eating, and I gained 35 pounds. 20 was a
It was a
yeah. I'm not sure that's not unusual. I see a lot of stories who did that.
It was a difficult time for a lot of people at that moment, and many people actually experienced a similar situation as you are.
Yeah. Not that makes a difference, but I guess it just doesn't sound that severe because I don't know. To think about giving up something unless I'm really, really clear that there's a good reason.
So basically, your weight gain started from the COVID time.
Yeah.
Because of the lockdown and the whole issue, and now fast forward several years from then, the doctor diagnosed you with a prediabetes. So Rodney, I wanted just to tell you, I know that your doctor wants you to make some changes and perhaps lose weight, and I know that you maybe think that he told me that I now start persuading you to do so as well. But I just wanted to tell you that are you going to pursue any weight loss diet at the moment is going to be really totally up to you. And neither doctor and neither myself can make the decision for you. And that being said, I want to tell you that the weight loss is not the only thing that we can do in order for you to regulate your blood sugar levels. There are other things that we can do as well. And if it's fine with you, I would like to share with you some options, some things that we can focus on today, to talk about today, that actually can help you to regulate your blood sugar level apart from the weight loss. Would you be open to hear that?
Oh yeah, I'm here. Let's go.
So we could talk today about, for example, changing your eating habits without necessarily pursuing the weight loss. We could also, for example, talk about increasing your physical activity in your life. And we could talk about weight loss, designing the diet in order for you to lose the excess body weight. We could talk about that as well if this is something that you would like to do. And also we could talk about something that you want to talk about and that I didn't mention here. So I'm wondering if there's anything that you would like from what I just told you to focus on today with me. What would be helpful for you?
Yeah. Thank you. I am interested in pursuing weight loss. My body wasn't always like this. And I remember it was only a few years ago. I mean, in 2019, I was 30 pounds lighter. I am now. And and while I don't feel it's a health risk, it's uncomfortable. My body feels not mine anymore. I'm not used to carrying around this. When I go up stairs now, it's like, whoa. I used to be able to run up these stairs. And so, in terms of my own physical comfort, and ego, frankly, because I'm fat. I've never been fat. Now I'm fat. I am interested in pursuing some form of weight loss. I can get behind that.
So you remember the times when you were lighter and the life was a little bit easier for you. Tell me more about that. What was different in your life when you were weighing less?
Well, pre-COVID, I've never been terribly active. My job is sedentary. I work at home. I sit, I do it from my couch pretty much. But the difference, what I remember about that time is just a sense of ease in my body. Just be able to, like I said, run upstairs. Even though I'm not a gym person, but I've always been in fairly decent shape because I didn't weigh a whole lot. I weighed 160 pounds and now I'm 190. That's a big difference.
Yes.
So it was easier, again, both in terms of my physical ease, sort of just my physical, I don't feel like I'm carrying around a 30-pound bag of weight, which is essentially what I'm doing right now. And what bothers me is that I'm getting used to it. And I don't want to get used to it. So yeah, that's, what for me, it's kind of, I'm trying to separate the pre-diabetes stuff from the weight loss stuff. And I don't know if I can, in my mind, I'm trying to do that because there's part of me that says, I want to lose.
They're kind of connected. They're connected. Yeah.
I'm the pre-diabetic, that's the ego part, I guess.
Yes.
So,
difficult to accept.
Yeah. And it is. I've always been a healthy person. I never had any issues with weight or I'm not sure what my blood sugar has always been, because that was my first blood test in like a year and a half because of the COVID stuff. The whole medical system got screwed up, and it took me almost a year just to get an appointment. But anyway, I am interested in pursuing weight loss, and have to somehow get it straight in my mind that it's for me and not because I'm doing what the doctor tells me.
Yeah. So the weight loss is actually something that you really want to pursue. You want to be that Rodney from before, the lighter person, the person who can move around, and kind of the life was easier for you before COVID.
Yeah. And
you want to feel that again.
Yeah. And it's, the other area in which the weight has affected me is just in terms of relationships. I'm a single guy, and I'm looking to be in a relationship. And I find that people, especially women, look at me very differently, when I'm, 5'9", 190, as opposed when I'm 5'9", 160. And that's, again, the ego thing, but it's real. I feel judged.
Yeah. So navigating through some social interactions would be a bit more easier for you as well.
Yeah, I think so. I feel very self-conscious right now in those situations. But I've been sitting in my condo for 2 years, pretty much almost. So,
yeah. So more social interactions, maybe finding an intimate partner, and also overall feeling lighter, in the banner, generally having better energy and getting your life back.
Yeah,
being the Rodney that you used to be.
Well put. Yeah.
So Rodney, I wanted to ask you, if you let's say hypothetically, we imagine that you don't, let's imagine that you don't pursue any weight loss, and we meet let's say 2 years from now. What would be the worst possible scenario that could happen?
Well, well, the worst possible scenario is that there would be no meeting because I'd be dead. But I don't expect that to happen. It's, like I said, I'm pre-diabetic, and doctor did explain that diabetes, it's not something that like, bang, you have diabetes overnight. And it is a progressive disease, and you can lose circulation and all that kind of things. So I guess that's sort of the worst case, that the diabetes has progressed to a point where it's affecting me physically. I'm having the tingling in the fingers that the doctor warned me about, and all that kind of stuff. So that's the worst case.
And definitely you would like to avoid that one.
Yeah. That's the thing. I'm having a hard time believing it's that dire. That's sort of what I'm grappling with in my head.
Yeah. You can't believe that it could actually progress to that state, but according to these blood results, it is a possibility.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And you don't want to come to that point.
Yeah, because I'm a fairly bright guy, and I recognize that if I'm pre-diabetic now, and if I keep doing what I'm doing, it's not going to get better.
Yeah.
But to me, if I can just hold it steady, that's fine. I don't.
You realize that there is some changes needs to be made in order for this thing to be contained.
Right. And like I said, the health reasons feel almost secondary to my, the stuff I'm dealing with in terms of body image and people looking at me, oh, that's the fat guy. In my head, that's what they're saying.
Yes, yes,
But
yes.
that's what I used to say. So when I saw that,
exactly.
It's penance or whatever.
Yes.
But anyway,
Yes.
karma. But
yeah. So Rodney, how, if I can ask you, if you were about to pursue the weight loss now, how confident you are that you could actually make it on a scale of 1 to 10? Let's say if the 1 is the least confident in the world, then maybe the 10 is the most confident that you could actually do it. Where are you landing here?
Good one. I feel like I'd have to split that into 2 different responses. The 2 things in my head that are separate are the losing weight via, exercise programs and losing weight via diet changes. If it was simply exercise, it would be a 10. I'm very clear that I could, walk, a mile or whatever a day, and if that was all it took, that would be fine. The dietary changes are, that would be like a 4 or 5, because I'm, like I said, I like my food, and I know I should moderate, but it takes a lot of
so okay. Yes. So 4 to 5 is generally fairly confident when it comes to changing your dietary habits. Why, I'm wondering why you're not less confident, let's say, why you're not 1 or 2?
Well, because I know when I review my diet, I mean, there's some stuff that would be fairly easy. I drink a lot of soda, and everybody knows soda full of sugar and blah blah blah. But I was raised on it, so I don't think it would be terribly difficult for me to say stop drinking soda or switch the diet, even though it tastes like dog piss. But so that part seems reasonable. And so that's why it's not a 1.
So there are things in your diet that you're ready to change. You're noticing what has to be changed, and you are actually ready to do it.
Yeah. I was doing that even before the blood test. Actually, I haven't lost any weight. That's the thing.
So you are already took some steps.
Yeah.
You already took some steps in order to take care of that condition.
Yeah, I feel I've stopped the weight gain, but I'm not losing. I'm holding steady at an unhealthy, uncomfortable weight.
I understand.
I'm still loath to say unhealthful weight, but I guess it's true.
Exactly. Rodney, we are approaching towards the end of our time for our meeting today. I would really like to see you next week, so we can discuss this a little bit more further, if that's fine with you. I would like just to summarize a little bit what we talked about today. Your doctor basically got your blood results, and he diagnosed that you are currently a pre-diabetic. He would like you to pursue some weight loss and to reverse that condition. Although you were a little bit reluctant about his diagnosis, and you don't think that the condition is that bad, you would actually like to pursue the weight loss in order to control your blood sugar level, but also to feel better about yourself and to get the body weight that you had actually before COVID times. Did I miss anything?
Well, that's pretty much it. I want to get my body back.
So Rodney, if that's fine with you, would you like to meet with me in a few weeks' time, where then we could discuss some strategies about how we can move this thing forward? Would it be something that is interesting for you?
Yeah, I feel like I can and I should do that. Yeah.
Okay, Rodney. Okay, and looking forward to see you and to see how we can move this thing forward for you.
Oh, thank you.